his lungs. Baby, I'm a pop star, play it till it's done. He be tryna fuck, girl, I text him for fun. Ain't no runner up, nah, I been number one, yeah, I been number one, yeah, bitch, two. I got shit to do, I'm counting money, it be blue. I stack it up, it's nothing new, he say he want me his nigga too. I be laughing at these niggas, swear they ain't got.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Keeping It With Nay. I'm Nay, obviously. Don't mind me, I just woke up and took a shower. And I was like, let me do some story times with my worst client, hair clients, and get ready. Like, so I'm in the midst of cooking breakfast and getting ready for my day. So let me show you what I'm cooking for breakfast. I'm gonna make some pancakes with some eggs and the bacon. The bacon's not for me, so they'll be like, Monet, oh, you eating bacon? No, I'm not eating bacon. I'm just eating eggs and pancakes. So shut up. So let's start with my first client. So for my first bad client, it wasn't really, I guess I'll start from like 1 to 10 or 1 to 5. There's not really too many bad clients that I had. 1 being like the least of the worst, and then 5 being like the worst. So this client was like a 1. Really, she didn't do anything. She just came to her appointment really late, and then she came with her child without letting me know. Mind you, her appointment was like 10, and she came at like 12 in the morning. This is when I first started doing hair. Well, not doing hair, but like charging people for hair, because if you know me, I used to do hair for free. But yeah, so this is when like I first started charging people. So I took clients like real late. Anyway, she came with her child real late to her appointment. Not only did she did that, she came with her hair that was getting taken out still in, and it's been in for months. She told me that her hair was like matted, but she didn't tell me that she had the hair that's supposed to be taken out in her head that was matted with her real hair. So that took hours to take out, and then her hair stunk really bad. So it was like her hygiene wasn't really, what's the word? It wasn't really where it should be when you're going somewhere when somebody else is working on your hair. Like, it's not really healthy. So that was like my worst client as far as hygiene problems. Like, I've never had that experience before charging people for doing hair. So that was like, something I had to think about. Like, okay, you're doing hair now, so you're gonna have people with different hygiene routines than you. Everyone's not gonna always smell good. Everyone's not gonna have a clean scalp, disease free, whatever you want to call it. So that was like my least worst client. Like, it was real low. It was just little minor shit like that. My second client that gave me problems, it was a lady. So I was working in the salon. I still work there, but I don't go up there because it's too fucking far. And I'd rather take the clients and bring them to my house because it's so convenient. And now that I'm working on my house because of quarantine. So my second client, it was an older lady. She wasn't even older. She was like really 36, maybe early 40s. Basically, the lady, she was, I'm not blaming it on her nationality. And I'm not trying to be like a stereotypical thing, but I have a lot of problems with Africans. Well, no, not me per se. Let me change that. I know there's more problems come with African clients in that area. So I had an African client that day, and she was sweet. You know, she started off sweet anyway. She started off so sweet, and she was quiet. She was on her phone really, and I was doing her hair, and it gets to me finishing her hair. Mind you, she was getting a wig installed. The wig that she purchased came with baby hairs, okay? It came with baby hairs. Now, I'm no professional when it comes to baby hairs. I let all my clients know that. But I know I do my best. So I slayed her baby hairs, what I thought anyway. And she asked me for her total, and I gave it to her. And she was like, what? That wasn't the price that you told me on the phone. Mind you, I didn't talk to her on the phone. The owner of the salon did, and I forgot the original price. But you know, we exchanged that way because I don't live in the area. So she called me whenever she have a client for me to do, and I just let her know like if I could do it and the pricing for it. So it was exchanged like that. So she was like, it wasn't the price I heard on the phone. Blase, blase. I was like, yeah, that was the price that you heard on the phone. I know how much I did. I know how much I charged for my wig installments at the time. And she was basically trying to fight me. Not fight me physically, but verbally telling me, like, no, you're lying. I don't want to pay for this. Give me my change. Give me my change. And I'm just like, girl, you're not getting this change. Like, no, girl. I did your hair. I took 2 hours to do your hair, one, because you was bald headed. And I had to add some braiding hair and comb your hair all the way around. It wasn't a wig installment. It was a frontal installment in the sewing. Like, I know that's not fucking cheap. Even for me, I still charge low, but that's still not cheap, right? So she was basically fighting me for that, telling me she want her change back, and she was making a scene pretty much. We're in a salon, so a lot of other ladies getting their hair done. And the owner comes over, she was like, what's the problem on there? Why is she upset? And I'm like, well, she said that I told her it was one price, when really it's not. I told you the price, the owner, talking to the owner. I told the owner the price of my wig installments, and the owner flips and say, no, Monet, you did tell her it was this price. You didn't tell me that on the phone. I'm like, how the fuck y'all gonna tell me what I charge? Like, I know what I said. I don't be making up prices. I really have a actual list of what I price. Unless there's someone I know or it's something new to me and I haven't done it before, I'll make up a price, something low. But no, I know my price for the installs at the time. So she's like, no, Monet, just give her change. Give her change. How much do you owe her back? I'm like, I don't know her. I don't owe her anything. And the lady's like, she's not leaving until she get her change. So I go next door to get her change. I was like, fuck it, at this point, I don't really care. So I go next door to get her change, and the guy doesn't have change. So I go back and let her know, like, look, they don't have change next door. If I buy something, she's not gonna get the exact right amount of change back that she wants. And then the lady, she goes on, she was like, and then what is this? I have baby hairs. I'm such this ears. Oh, I'm too grown for that. I don't need baby hairs. I'm like, bro, I can't help that the wig, the frontal that you purchased came with baby hairs. Like, if I was to cut her baby hairs, it would be a bald spot up there. It wouldn't look, well, I don't know, but I feel like if I was to cut it, it would look fucking bald. So it wouldn't look right. So she was upset about her baby hairs. First it was her money, then this now was like the baby hairs. I was just confused. I feel like she was just trying to get a free hairstyle and find any way to get some type of money back because she didn't want to spend money, I guess. I don't know. So the lady, so she's crying about that, and I'm telling the owner, like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, I did the service. It came out really fucking good. She's upset about not wanting to pay a certain amount, and then she's upset about fucking baby hairs that you could really just brush away and slick it back. But, and then mind y'all, I'm in the mirror doing her hair the whole time. She sees what the fuck I'm doing. So like, why you're not saying nothing about that? So I'm just like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. Can't get her change back. Now she's complaining about the baby hair. So the manager's like, with the owner, she's like, well, how much do you owe her? And I tell her, she's like, okay, well, I'll give her this, and then you have to owe me money. I'm like, I don't want to owe nobody anything. Like, why do I owe you money? Because she doesn't want to. She's basically trying to get something for free or save some money, and you don't see that. People scammers. I'm not saying that African people scam, but you know, they're kind of known for it. Me personally, I've had experience with Africans on Facebook messaging me, trying to get me to marry them so they can become a U.S. citizen. And I mean, you do what you got to do. I don't really care. I don't really knock somebody for what they do or trying to make it, whatever you want to call it. But I feel like she was one of those scammers trying to save money or whatnot. So I gave the lady, I told the owner I didn't want to have to pay her, owe her anything. It's not fair. It's not fair. The owner faced me. She's like, look, Monet, you have to give this lady her money back. Blah, 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 blah. She need her change. Just give it to her. So I get so sad. I get emotional. I'm just like, okay, whatever. I let the owner give the lady her correct change back. And I'm just, at this point, I'm like, fuck this lady. Like, I'm not saying nothing to her. I'm ignoring her. I'm packing my shit up. I'm leaving at this point. I don't want to work I don't want to work at a salon anymore because you're the owner. I'm bringing in money for you, and you're bringing in money for me. We're working together. Yes, the customer is always right, but in the hair industry, for this specific situation, no, the customer was not right. The client was not right. So I feel like the owner didn't have my back in this situation. If it was to happen again, she wouldn't have my back. I feel like she didn't handle it professionally. She based me in front of everyone. It was very embarrassing. She didn't listen to what I was saying, nothing like that. She was just like, oh, this is lady, I don't want to lose her as a client. which she wasn't a client for her, it was a client for me. So, and she was, I don't think she, well, she probably wasn't right, but I don't know. She didn't have enough hair, so I don't know how she could have got it blown out, but whatever. But yeah, I felt like she wasn't gonna have my back and things like that. So I was like, fuck it, I'm packing my bag up. You just embarrassed me, you didn't have my back, and I'm losing money. I don't need to be here anymore. So I'm packing my stuff up, and the owner's like, oh, so you're leaving? I said, yeah, I don't want to work anymore. She said, okay, that's fine. And she asked for a key back. I'm packing my stuff up. I'm crying. I'm on the phone with my sister, letting her know what happened. I was just really in my feelings. It was like, damn, like the lady made it seem like it was something, and it really wasn't. And she made me look bad. Not only did she do that, she embarrassed me, and I lost out on money. She still paid me, but it was short, pretty much. So that was like a straw for me, and I left the salon. Then the lady messaged me a month later saying she wanted me to come back. I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't go quite back yet. I gotta give her my new number. But I did tell her I'll come back or whatever. I just haven't made it out there. I don't really want to go out there. I'm fine where I'm at. You know, working outside my home and keeping my 30% to myself and not dealing with other issues right now. But if it was to come up that she had clients for me and I needed the money, I would probably take it. Like, why not? But yeah, so that was like my second worst client that I had. I wish I had a picture of her hair, y'all, because it wasn't bad at all. It looked so good. And I was really proud because I hate doing sew-ins. But I slayed that bitch. But yeah. So that was like my second worst client that I had. And then my third and my last worst client, y'all, was recent. So let's go back from when I first started doing her hair. I only did her hair once. It was going on twice. So it was an older lady. We're gonna call her Betty. Betty's an older lady. She's not really old-fashioned, but she's like old-fashioned, and you can tell something's not right in her head. So I go do her hair. I meet up with her, and I'm doing her hair. I'm noticing things about her, like her repeating herself about certain things and conversations, and putting me like basically telling me her personal business about her ex boyfriend and the landlord, like the lady that she lives with, basically their issues. And mind you, I just met the lady. I don't know anything about her. I'm just listening. I'm quiet. I'm not saying anything. I'm just listening. So that's like a red flag to me. It's like, okay, you don't really know me. You're telling me so much personal business, but you're an older lady, so I'm leveling with you. I'm being, is it modest? I don't know. Being not respectful. It's not respectful. I'm just being an open ear, pretty much, just listening to what she has to say. You can tell she don't really have a lot of family members or people that she's really close to, because what she was saying and things like that. But yeah, so that was like a red flag for me. And I did her hair, and she was like, she liked her hair, but she was like, the color was an auburn, it was purple. But I picked out the hair that she requested. So that was like, it wasn't really a big deal, but that was something that happened. I was like, okay, it's not purple, it's auburn. That's the color you wanted, but whatever. And it says it on the package, it says auburn. But, you know, they had different shades of it, I guess. Anyways, long story short, a few days ago, I was scheduling her appointment. I think I'm going to add a clip of the messaging somewhere, too. She calls me, and she wants me to do her ex-boyfriend hair along with her hair. I'm like, cool. I said, he wanted locks on it. So I was like, how long is your hair? How many locks do you need? He already had locks, but he had like a bald spot up here somewhere. He needed them, or he had like some pulled out up top, and he needed them refilled in. So I'm on the phone with him, you know, asking him questions, trying to get a consultation pretty much about his hair. And she takes the phone from him. She's like, yes, Monet, this is my ex. So yeah. I'm just like, okay. Can I talk to him? Like, why don't you take the phone? I'm confused. Like, what was the purpose of, I clearly know it's your ex. Mind you, y'all like 60, 50 something. I have a man, pretty much. So I wasn't interested. I was just confused. She was insecure when it came to him. She took the phone. She was like, yeah, Mona, this is my ex, okay? I'm like, I already knew that. I was already having a conversation with him. So he took the phone. So she gave him back the phone. We're finishing our conversation. I give him the price and things like that. And then she gets back on the phone. And she goes, so Monet, how much you gonna charge him? And I let her know. She said, okay, that's fine. She was like, I don't know if I want you to do his hair. I don't want no other woman. I don't want no other woman having a leg to my ex head. And I'm just like, what?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Where did this come from? One, he's old. Like, no disrespect. I know some young women like older men. I like older men too, but not that fucking old. Like, what? So I'm just thinking to myself. I said, well, he don't have to sit between my legs. That's fine. I can stand up. And she said, okay. And then she goes and she said, well, I'm gonna think about it. I'm just thinking to myself, you're not his girl. You're his ex. Like, I don't know their history. I don't know how long they've been dating. You know, certain I don't know certain situations, I guess. But I know me. If you're my ex and if I'm at a point where I should be over you, because they haven't dated in like years. If I'm at a point where I'm over you, I don't give a fuck who legs is between you and the head. That don't have nothing to do with me. I'm doing me. So, but she didn't get that. Like, she just didn't understand it. So, it comes to a few days later, she texts me saying that he's not going to get his hair done. I'm like, okay, whatever. Are you getting your hair done? Mind you, she needed me to buy the hair as usual. I bought the hair, and she's saying, she's supposed to come. No, I was supposed to go to her house to do her hair. But I forgot something had happened. I wasn't able to go. I was like, can you come to my house? I have my daughter. I could take $10 off your total, and if you come to my home. She's like, okay, cool, we'll bust you a catch. I told her, blase, blase. So then she just keep calling my phone. Like, why you? I don't really like talking on the phone that much, especially not with her. So I was like ignoring her phone calls and just texting her after. And I made up a lie saying like my phone speaker was broken. I know that shit probably was wrong with me, but I didn't really want to talk to her on the phone. So I texted her and she was like, oh, well, can we reschedule another day because I won't be able to come today. I was like, okay, you can come tomorrow at such and such time. Because I had one client in front of her. I'll have one client in front of you. She's like, okay, cool. So fast forward, it's tomorrow, the day she's supposed to have her appointment. And I text her early in the morning. I was like, hey, I can come to you. I have my daughter with me. Is that fine? And she said, what she say? I forgot what she said. I'm not editing the clip, but it was like basically, I was confused on what she said. I was like, so I responded saying, okay, so don't bring my daughter. I was saying, oh, don't come or I can't bring my daughter. I was trying to ask her like which one. And she goes and say, something, you on that bullshit. I don't have time to be wasting and playing games. Yeah, I was so confused. I didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. I was trying to get an understanding, or if I was coming to her with my daughter or not. Either way, I was gonna come to her. I just need to know if I could bring my daughter or not. And she told me you're on that bullshit. Blase, blase, blase. I'm like, what? I said,
comments, but in person you don't want it. Bitch, what? Bitch, what?
I said, so I texted her back. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a professional when it comes to this. I don't have time for your emotional ads. I don't know if I call it emotional. I'm gonna bring the message up somewhere, but you're emotional. I don't know why before, but I've been having problems with you. Basically, your mouth and you disrespecting me. You think I want your ex, and that's probably what it was. She didn't want me to come because her ex is probably there, and maybe she had some type of insecurity. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't do anything. I don't dress no kind of way. Like when I'm working. I'm in my working mode. I'm not flirting or nothing like that. Her ex wasn't there the first time. So, and mind you, her ex is old as shit. Like, I'm not worried about him. I'm not worried about him. So, basically, she was just like, they don't come. I was like, you have a problem with me meeting your ex. Is probably what it is. I said, don't call my phone. I would never do your hair again. You're like the worst client I ever had. It was more than this, y'all. I just can't really remember everything. And I wish I had, voice messages and other shit. Like, I'm going to include some voice messages because I saved some of them. Something is really wrong with the lady. I don't know what it is, but something is really wrong with her, y'all. So, she was pretty much like the worst client I ever had. She was just basically talking shit and making it seem like I wanted her ex. Something was really wrong with her. But yeah, y'all, that was pretty much it. She was just crazy. That was like the top 3 worst clients I ever had. I never had bad experience with clients as far as when it comes to us having words back and forth. I pretty much have respectful, great clients. I always get good feedback. Like, if you check my Facebook and my Instagram and my messages, I get great feedback from my clients. I get great customer service, great energy, great everything. I do hair great. I'm not perfect when it comes to hair. I'm self-taught, So I literally go on YouTube and learn shit, and I try it on people's hair. I let them know when it's my first time. I let them know when I'm experiencing it, and my prices is based on that. So with that being said, my clients love that, and they know that, and they respect me for that, and they give me chances, and they come back, and they come back, and they come back. I have reoccurring clients from years and years ago. So I'm obviously not doing something wrong, you know. So this lady was just tripping. I wish her the healthiest health, but I told her I would never do her hair again, and I don't want. And I told her, I didn't tell her I blocked her, but I said what I said, and I blocked her ass. So I don't know if she texted me back, if she. Anyways, I don't know if she texted me back on that. So yeah, but I am gonna include the screenshots from the messages, and if I can find some voice messages of her tripping, I'm gonna include those too. But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all a little story time while I cook breakfast. I only made one pancake this whole fucking story time. I have two in the pot now, though, in the pan. But I've only I just want to give y'all a story time basically on the 3 top worst clients I've ever had, and how it went down, and how I handled it. And I think the future Monet, not right now though, but future Monet will probably change how she responds to ignorance and scammers and negative energy when it comes to clients, because it's not worth giving all your energy into. And although she didn't get too much of my energy, I did give her a little bit of it, and it's not worth it. All that energy I gave her, or that little bit of energy, could have went to something that was more positive. So, and I'm being 100 when I said I'm not fronting or nothing like that. I really want to be a better me, and I'm working on it. Whatever. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll have more story times. If y'all want to see videos of me actually doing hair, I can do a time-lapse video for that. If y'all want to hear other stories about like hair shit or things that I deal with in my life, just comment below. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm going to finish cooking breakfast, and I'll probably have another video for y'all right after. Bye!